Dr. Vanessa Errisuriz. I am a research associate with the Latino Research Institute. My degree is in health behavior and health education, and my research focuses on obesity prevention among Latino families. I look at both obesity and obesity-related chronic diseases. College students are a unique population. Many of them are moving away from home for the first time, living on their own or living with others, and trying to navigate the responsibilities of an adult world away from home. When COVID-19 closed the university down, many of those students were displaced from dorms and perhaps even from their apartments off campus and went back home. There's already a gap, like an achievement gap, between Latino students' graduation rates and, for instance, white students' graduation rates. After the pandemic started, what our survey found was that about 25% of students, Latino students, anticipated that their GPA would be lower than they had expected at the beginning of the semester. And then in addition to that, 11% indicated that they planned to delay their graduation. So other findings that came out of the COVID-19 college survey included the fact that Latino students were more likely to report not having access to educational resources, and particularly undergraduate Latino students had trouble identifying a quiet space to work. They also reported not having a desk in their home to work, so many were working at kitchen tables or whatever open space they could find. Undergraduates and female Latino students in particular reported that they did not have sufficient institutional support for emotional and mental well-being. They either reported that it was insufficient or they weren't even aware that these resources were available from their institution. And of course, negative impacts on emotional and mental health will also impact academic performance. So I think universities really, stepped up as quickly as they could to address some of these issues by, providing resources that students could access online. The issue remains, though, that many students were not aware of these resources. There are many students that were displaced as a result of the pandemic, moving out of their dorm room, moving out of their apartments, moving back in with family. Universities may not have known the best way to communicate with these students. And for students who move back to areas that might not have regular broadband access, like rural areas, that's an additional challenge that universities need to be aware of and problem solve so students can get the help that they need during these types of times.